Veteran Ty Dent in the 83 managed to get the pole for the first race of the first round of the season. Andrew Rick in the 23 on outside pole position in his very first start. Impressive stuff from that young rookie, as Ty Dent will get the green flag, and a great start for him. He's got a big push from Mike Doan into turn 1. He will clear him off of turn 2. It was a bit of a shaky start for the midfield as Louvier gets into Al Ghul, and he goes down into Zeus Morrow, who's making his first start. A great save for the rookie as we head onto the back straightaway. Dent pulls away as we're a lap and a half in here at Homestead-Miami. Andrew Rick maintains second. Mike Doan's been trying to get it. He goes for a jump. The 23 blocks him, and now he's in the wall. Mike Doan just turned the 23 around. The 23 definitely tried to block there just a little bit, but there should have been more patience there on the behalf of the veterans, Mike Doan's part there. Dent returns the field to the green flag. Doan in second. He has not been penalized for that bizarre maneuver on the behalf of a veteran there. That would be something I'd expect one of these new rookies to do as they go for their first win, but not something I would have seen coming out of the driver of that 72. He's definitely being more aggressive than he was last year's. Cameron Gaddu, a new rookie in the 24, jumps down to the inside to help Mike Doan. Maxwell Chan still helping Dent on the outside. Doan looks like he's going to lead that lap. Yes, he will. With a big push from Maxwell Chan, though, Ty Dent would be able to slip back to the inside right in front of Doan here. But Doan's looking once again. Dent doesn't dare cut him off like Andrew Rick did. I would not be surprised if Mike Doan would put him in the wall, as here comes Maxwell Chan on the outside. We're 3 wide going into turn 1 very early on this race. Very risky stuff here at the front as the 3 wide is actually kind of holding up the field a little bit here, which is making it worse as we got 2 or 3 rows of 3 wide now as Amin Al Ghul heads to the pits. He's got a problem in his opening start here. Dent looks like he may hang on here as he tries to go down to the inside line. Doan's still there. So is Maxwell Chan still on the outside. Great stuff here at the very start of the race. Chan able to hold the outside as Doan falls back. He has to check up to avoid getting into Dent there around mid-corner. And Maxwell Chan into the race lead. On board DJ Harris now as we head into turn number 3. That is not the gaggle of cars you want to see in front of you. Almost all of them rookies except for Matthew Stringer, who's on DJ Harris's outside right now. Some pretty intense racing up at the front and midfield. Chan and Babinski pulling away from the field a little bit here. Babinski now going for a run as we head into 3 on Chan. The inside line is the way that you kind of got to pass here, as the outside line's the preferred line, but you can get a good run on the inside if you can make it stick. And Babinski doesn't look like he's going to do so this time. This is going to help Dent and Cameron Gaddu come back up to this group a little bit, although they are still 2 and 3 wide. So we're going to continue with these 2 cars kind of pulling away for the moment. Babinski again going for another dive on Chan. He's been consistently trying to grab the inside from him, trying to get that lead for the last 5 to 10 laps here. As Sawyer Girl, Ty Dent, and Cameron Gaddu are 3 wide behind him. They've actually caught up to this field despite their hard racing somehow. Sawyer Girl looking to join this race lead battle any moment now as he slings it along the outside, nearly flat out for him along the top of the racetrack, as Babinski will finally lead his first lap of the race. Gaddu Chan still hanging on to the outside, and he will continue in the race lead. Sawyer Girl trying to slip in a second. He looks like he may. Now we see Zeus Morrow up in a second, shoves Chan out of line there a little bit, and now he will grab the race lead. He nearly spun out on the opening lap of the race there after contact with Louvier and Amin Al Ghul. But now he's right up at the front, one of a few drivers who have really charged their way to the front in a hurry here. A few laps later, not much has changed up front. Zeus Morrow still hanging on to the race lead here as Sawyer Girl has got a big push from Maxwell Chan into the corner. Chan backs off. Sawyer Girl doesn't. Nicholson's all over the back of Zeus Mora, who checked up, and he gets into the back of him, and now we've got a wreck as Nicholson's in it. Rusty Babinski with a lot of damage. It looks like Maxwell Chan's out of it. Maxwell Chan, one of the fastest cars of the day, is out of it. Oh, Daniel Voiles turns Nicholson around there pretty blatantly. Guess not too happy with how he turned Zeus Moro there just a few seconds ago. But chaos as we come to the halfway mark. Ty Denton's got an issue from 4th place here under caution. Really unfortunate for him. He was having a pretty good run today. Not many cars pitted under this caution. Just the cars that picked up some damage in that last wreck, and on top of Ryder Smith, who was running at the tail end of the track the field and really needed to make some adjustments on his car. But now Ty Dent's got a problem with his car, and he's going to be restarting from the back of the field. Sawyer Girl, who took the lead just before that last caution, will lead the field back to the green flag here. Zeus Mora sitting in second. Oh, Mike Doan with an aggressive move to the inside. Don Thompson Jr., a rookie, makes it even lower there. 3 wide through turn 2, and Don Thompson Jr. comes out on top here in second position. Jacob Young up into the mix here for third. Thompson with a very nice run along the bottom. Going to try and take the lead here. Has to check up. Girl will hold on for now. An aggressive move by Jacob Young entering turn 1 here to make it 3 wide for second position. Luko Brovak made a move at the same time. It was almost like they were coordinated there in their efforts to the bottom. The veterans being very aggressive today. I would expect a lot of the mistakes to be done by rookies, but the veterans trying to get a very nice start to their points championship here, I guess. As Amin Al Ghul came into the pits around a lap ago, yet more problems for the 96 team. They are all over each other right now. I mean, this has been 3 wide for the last 3 or 4 laps here. 4 wide, it almost looks like, with Terrence Day. Luko Brovak squeezes Jacob Young into Chris Louvier, and we've got another crash. The 02's in it, the 71 is in it. More cars involved. That's Jose Bautista, and Ty Dent is done for the day. We take a look from the helicopter cam as Luca just squeezed Jacob into Louvier there, where there just wasn't any more room, and the 02 was collected. The 71 gets a big piece of that, and the 79 and the 22, the 83 also involved. Sawyer Girl leads the field back to the green flag here. A few more cars taken out. Jose Bautista, Ty Dent, and Richard Trelinsky all out of the race from that incident. Everyone else managed to get their cars fixed as Amin Al Ghul pulled it into the pits, coming back to the green flag. Another mechanical problem for that car. I think they're just calling it a day at this point. I mean, that's 3 over the course of this less than 100-mile races. Don Thompson Jr. with another big run on the restart. DJ Harris hanging up in there in third. Sawyer Girl continues with the lead for now. He's so strong on the outside. Don Thompson Jr. fell like a rock after that last restart. He's back there in 7th as Mike Doan back up into 2nd here. Doan's been pretty fast all day. Fell a bit back after causing the first incident of the day, but now he's going for the lead on the inside. 3 wide behind him once again for 3rd. Doan hanging there on the inside. Girls still trying to hold him off on the outside. He's been doing a great job at that. Giving them enough room, but not really giving them enough room to make it stick. And Girl will have the lead as we come up on the lap car of Matthew Nicholson, and they split. The field splits him down into 1. Zeus Mora has some problems getting around him, but manages to escape any trouble as Sawyer Girl will continue with the lead. Nicholson's been really holding up the tail end of the lead lap here as Daniel Voiles and Chris Washer make some contact down into Louvier, and there's the 09 in it, and the 98 with a wild ride there, going airborne, all 4 tires off the ground there for the 98. He would get out of that car all right, but a spectacular incident for what would be our 4th caution. Sawyer Girl leads the field back to the green flag here, just 7 laps to go. Can anyone get around Sawyer Girl here? He's been leading since the halfway point. DJ Harris right on his bumper right now. Sawyer just holding that outside and making sure to hold off the charges that come against him on the inside, as it is going to be very close fuel mileage wise. None of these guys, almost none of these guys except for Ryder Smith and the damaged cars, has made a pit stop thus far in the race, and it should be very close on fuel coming to the finish. Coming to just 2 to go now. Terrence Day's gotten around DJ Harris for second, and now he's going after Sawyer Girl for the lead in that new black and gold paint scheme on that sleek looking number 55. He does not get a good run through that corner. Sawyer Girl with about a half a second advantage now as Mike Doan's all over the 55, and that might be it for them as the 01 pulls away well into the distance of the 55 and the rest of the field here. With just a couple of laps to go, a few cars coming in. Matthew Stringer, Tyler Markell's in the 10. We've got the 5 of Chris Washer coming in. Ophelia Andumian is reporting that she is out of fuel now. And the 58 of Julian Sanchez is also in. A disappointing end to these drivers' days. White flag is out for Sawyer Girl. Terrence Day and DJ Harris battling for second. I don't think it's going to be enough. DJ Harris slinging along the outside of Terrence Day. Sawyer Girl won his first race last year at Drummondville, Quebec, at the dirt track, leading just 1 lap. Today it's been much different. He's led more than 30 laps here, essentially every lap since halfway, and he will come off the final corner to claim his second career victory here at Homestead-Miami. DJ Harris with an impressive first start, finishing second here in the 36. Given a few more laps, I believe he could have passed Sawyer Girl. Mike Doan completes his race in 3rd position after a bit of a controversial start. 4th place is Terrence Day. 5th, Luca Obrovac. An impressive start after not hearing about him all day. Not seeing him, rather, all day. 6th is Cameron Gadou in the 24. 7th, Don Thompson Jr. in the 51. Impressive first start for him. Ryder Smith in the 7 car. 8th place after making that early pit stop, or it looks like it paid off. The 17 of Zeus Morrow, after competing for the win for most of the day, will be 9th, and Shrimp and Grits, after being completely unnoticed all day, finishes in the top 10. Blaze Racing said they wanted to make headlines at the start of the season, and they certainly have by putting Michael Caine in the 75, known as one of the worst drivers in the HARC Pro Series from last year, on pole somehow with a combination of grill tape, a new tire compound, and, well, pure luck. As Michael Caine does not get a good start, Luke Walker, who started on his outside, is nearly clear of him off of turn 2. He's going to have the optimal line coming into 3. Caine still hanging there on the bottom. Is he going to push it to get the lead? He's going to need to if he is. Luke Walker squeezing him all the way down to the bottom, and Walker will continue with the lead for now. Caine hanging on to it, hanging on to his side though, with some help from the 33 of Zachariel. And Caine still trying to fight Walker through the corner. Walker would eventually get the lead. It's 3 wide back around 10th position with Tristan Wilhoit and Ali Nelson racing side by side. Fullerton gets into Nelson a little bit there, but they continue 3 wide. Nelson backs it down just a little to get out of that situation with his teammate. Now he's going after it again though, racing it along the inside. Alex Allen right behind Spencer Fullerton is really giving him a big push up through the middle. The middle seems to be the line to go with so far, as Jeff Derry nearly gets forced up 4 wide with Tristan Wilhoit, Carl Andumian, and Tyler Markell rather. Michael Caine currently showing that his pole really was just fluke luck as he as he falls to the back. He's actually holding up Sam Curtis a little right now. James Silver Fox pushes Zach Riel to the lead. Silver Fox thought about making it 3 wide there through the middle into that corner. Luckily backed out. We don't want another early accident like last race with the leaders again. And Luke Walker will continue with the lead. If we take a look a bit further back in the field, and the racing is just as hard back here as it is up there. 3 wide right now. TJ Dent looks to make it 4 wide. Dent all over the back of Thanos as he turns Thanos a little bit. Nick Pericles is in it. Thanos hits the wall. TJ Dent has got a lot of damage, and Marcus Stroman looks like he's done for the day. That'll be the first caution of the race. Unlike Duel 1, we actually have a few drivers coming into the pits. Luke Walker and Zach Riel give up their very good positions. I believe Luke Walker was still leading at that point. James Silverfox also in, and Michael Caine will also restart at the back of the field. This will hand Sam Curtis the lead in the 19. Sam Curtis will restart in the lead. Ilya Bonarenko second, and Prudence Littlejohn in third in the 31 car. As Ali Nelson takes a look on Prudence Littlejohn, these top drivers did not come into the pits under that last caution. They are hoping for a few more cautions in order to make it to the end here. Otherwise, we could see Luke Walker, Michael Caine, and James Silverfox make their way back up to the front near the end of this thing. Bondarenko all over the back of Sam Curtis, now drops to the inside. He's got some help from Tristan Wilhoit. No, Tristan actually joins the high line for a second, sweeps down low to try and get the best run possible through the corner, and Bondarenko to the lead. Nicholas Samadillo all over the back of William Duncan right now, and they're 3 wide, and he gets into Duncan. Duncan goes for a spin. Tyler Thaber gets a piece. Bezhenov gets sitting down the racetrack. Alex Wheeler goes for a spin. That's Annie Thomas going for a spin. Nicholas Samadillo's got some damage. Everyone else manages to avoid that, luckily, but that'll be our second caution, as Duncan and Samadillo and Wheeler definitely got the worst of that. On board Damir Bezhenov, we see what he sees as he somehow avoids getting seriously caught up in this thing. Makes some contact with Alex Wheeler, barely keeps it off the inside wall, then goes between the spinning cars of Andy Thomas and Nicholas Samadillo. A real veteran move there by the 2012 Summer Series champion. Will Hoyt, the only car up front to pit. He pits from third place, along with a few of the cars that were involved in the previous incidents. Ilya Bonarenko leads the field back to the green flag. Sam Curtis, what a move, and what a great restart he had, and he will grab the lead as we head off of turn number 2. Alex Allen trying to get by for second with help from Ali Nelson, Tristan Wilhoit's teammate. Prudence Littlejohn still all over the back of Ilya Bonarenko. Just 2 cars out of the race at this point, TJ Dent and Marcus Stroman. You take a look at the pretty intense racing mid-pack. Oh, Jeffrey Finguy has blown a motor in that number 20. Not a good start to the year for the JFI cars, with Paula Thanos damaged, and Jeffrey Finguy now is going to go out. Oh, look out, guys. Nick Pericles into the side of him. Nicholas Samadillo also collected, and all 3 of them are out of the race. Sam Curtis about to take the restart here. Alex Allen in second. Ilya Bonarenko blew up from second place under caution. Really sucks for him. I mean, he was having a great run today, and he had a real shot at winning this thing, perhaps getting his first win since 2013 here in the HARC Pro Series. A few laps after the restart, and already we're beginning to see some of the drivers we haven't really seen up front yet today make their way there, as Alex Allen tries to overtake Sam Curtis. Doesn't look like it's gonna work. Actually, he's got a decent run through there, and he's gonna have some help from Carl Endumian, one of those drivers we have not seen up here yet. And Alex Allen will actually clear Sam Curtis through the corner. Carl Endumian and DJ Curtis, both of the Curtises inside the top 5 now. Very strong opening effort for that team. Oh, look at that. Sam Curtis splits Alex Allen and Carl Endumian through the middle, and he denies Alex Allen the chance to lead that lap. Jeff Derry also up here. Sean Morrison making his way into the top 7 now, passing Prudence Littlejohn. The intensity level really going up in a hurry here as Alex Allen tries to close in on Sam Curtis once again for another move. Just around 15 laps to go at this point. Allie Nelson back up into third. Sean Morrison now going for that position with some help from Kerry Davis. Another one of those drivers we haven't seen too much of today. Alex Tanker peeks his nose out there to make it 3 wide in that purple car. As Alex Allen now goes for a charge. Oh, wow. Prudence Littlejohn gets shoved off by Kerry Davis there a little. Littlejohn saves it but loses a bunch of positions there. And we've got another battle up front here. Alex Allen side by side with Sam Curtis, and Allie Nelson's joined this battle. Sean Morrison 3 wide here. As we go down the back straightaway, Sean Morrison trying to push Alex Allen through, trying to go for the position himself at the same time. And Alex Allen is going to lead this lap for sure, but Sean Morrison trying to slip through the middle as the 21 car gets a little bit loose there, as we see Damir Bejgenov back there. As Sean Morrison's now all over Alex Allen for the race lead. Sean Morrison, one of the new rookie drivers in that white and red 06 car, going after a veteran in the 49, Alex Allen. 49 looks like he's going to hang on. No, not so much. Morrison with a great run off the corner. Morrison will lead this lap. Allen would be able to get the position back on the outside line, although Morrison did lead the lap. Now Sam Curtis ditching Sean Morrison and going for it himself. Morrison with a great run through that corner. Allen slid up the racetrack a little bit, got a little bit tight. Allie Nelson, Jeff Derry, and Kerry Davis, all a bunch of rookies battling it out for 4th position, 3 wide right now. The rookies actually seem to be the patient ones, the ones with a lot of driving talent thus far in the race. Most of the race's cautions have been caused by veterans. Coming to 11 to go now. Sean Morrison has got some help from Jeff Derry in that bright green number 91 car. For Front Row Motorsports in the 06 will grab the lead as Alex Allen runs a tiny bit wide again. It looks like his tires are going a little bit. He's overused them a bit. The 19 all over the back of him now drops to the inside. Looked like he was going to go through the middle there for a second again. And Sean Morrison with the lead. Curtis back up into second, taking a look on Morrison. Just coming to 6 or 7 laps to go now, as it is really intense up front here. As I think that was Bejgenov who nearly got turned by Annie Thomas there near the back. As the Curtises are working together, not anymore they aren't. As Curtis and Sean Morrison nearly make some contact there. Morrison nearly into the right rear quarter panel of Curtis. Curtis has got the lead. DJ Curtis slips into 3rd for now. I'd expect him to be battling his teammate for the race win here in just a few moments. Coming to 5 to go now, DJ Curtis going for a run on his teammate Sam Curtis. Sean Morrison has to check up there a little bit. Alex Allen still hanging there in the background. Alex Tanker jumps to the inside. Alex Allen weaving all over the place, trying to get the draft, a combination of the draft and the best run through the corners. The Curtises are still side by side here. We go to our helicopter cameras as Spencer Fullerton and Damir Bejgenov are battling it out for 16th right now, very quickly closing in on Michael Kane, who continues to slip back in the pack. Now nearly to the bottom of the top 20. Fullerton into Kane. Sam Morrow's in it. Bejgenov can't avoid the wall this time. Michael Kane and Sam Morrow also collected. As that caution comes out with just 4 laps to go, it's going to be a green-white checker. This relieves any stress about pit strategy as we come to the end of the scheduled distance. Sam Curtis edged out DJ Curtis at the line to be the leader under caution here, but now we have to deal with the green-white checker. 2 laps. All 28 cars on the lead lap will be in it, and well, time to settle the winner of this thing. The Curtis Racing teammates are going to lead him down to the green flag here. 2 laps to go here at Homestead-Miami in duel number 2. Sam Curtis needs to clear DJ Curtis in order to really confirm victory here, and he's not doing so. DJ Curtis got an equally good start as Jeff Derry forces it 3 wide with Alex Allen and Sean Morrison as we head onto the back straightaway. DJ Curtis still hanging on the outside. Jeff Derry actually peeks his nose out to 3 wide. That's not going to work. He was not close enough to make that happen. DJ Curtis in the optimal position right now as Alex Tanker and Jeff Derry make some contact. Derry tried to block him. Alex Tanker all over the back of him as now Sam Curtis beginning to lose DJ Curtis. DJ Curtis will clear Curtis off of turn number 2. It looks like it's going to be his win as Alex Tanker and Jeff Derry make some contact once again, nearly getting into one another. Still no accident. I'm very surprised at that. DJ Curtis with a several car lengths advantage. Sam Curtis has got a big run off of the final corner, and DJ Curtis will come down to the line. Sam Curtis coming, but not fast enough. DJ Curtis wins in his first start. A very close second by Sam Curtis in the 19 after leading the most laps. Complete domination up at the front by the Curtis Racing teammates. Great job on their first start. Jeff Derry in 3rd position in the 91 after a couple of close calls with Alex Tanker there. Alex Allen will be in 4th. Sidney Crasta in the 21 will finish 5th. Kerry Davis in the 101 6th. Sean Morrison in his first start in 7th position after leading a few laps. Alex Tanker 8th after some aggressive moves. 9th will be Carl Endumian in the 1 car, who made his way up to 2nd, but sadly couldn't really challenge for the victory here. And Ali Nelson, who was up there most of the day, will finish in 10th position.